Japanese bloodgrass can grow as high as 24 inches during the summer. Over the winter, the grass loses its vigor and falls to the ground. To prepare it for another season, Doug Maurer, president of Brian Kyle's Landscapes of Distinction, offers these suggestions.
Okay, at this time of the year, we're getting prepared for new growth. Right now there's no new growth coming through here, so this is a good time. You've got your old growth from last year. Grab a hold of it with your pruners, clip off at the base, and then ideally what you're looking for is what I would call a butch type haircut. You don't want to cut too short, because on some plants you will cut into the crown of the plant itself. That will injure the plant. And on other plants you don't want to leave too much rubble. You don't want to leave something like this. Two problems with this is, one, it's unsightly when the new growth comes. You'll have a less than optimal plant throughout the growing season. And secondly, you can promote fungal diseases and crown rot because of all the added moisture that will be in here during the spring. So you want to open this up, let it be a little bit airy. You'll prevent some problems down the road. So, and always have something close by, because you're going to have a lot of debris when you're cleaning up some of these grasses. Next, in front of me here, we have ever-blooming roses. There's not a lot to do. A lot of people talk about maintenance-free. I don't know that there's anything that's maintenance-free unless it's one of those plants that you buy at Packetans or Michael's or one of those places. But with these, what you want to do, this is last fall's final flush of growth. You want to come back in here and clip off basically all the old flower heads, seed pods, the rose hips from last year. You can look down inside this plant a little bit. Sometimes you will find some dead wood that's been left growing in here. You can snip that out. Just be a little careful, because roses aren't exactly user-friendly. They like to bite. So, but like I say, just come in here. It's nice right now because you can see new growth coming on here. It's very healthy. But if you see some winter dieback, just cut back until you find a healthy stem. Also, if the bush has grown up kind of tall and leggy, you can certainly lower it back at this time and make it much fuller. So if you have a rather long stem that just kind of goes out of nowhere, maybe you want to cut it back a little bit so it bushes up and fills out. Now throughout the summer, again, they are maintenance free to a degree, but you'll have a better looking rose plant if after the flowers begin to fade, you'll come in here with your pruners and prune out some of these old flower heads. That'll make the plant look much better. But it has been bred to be ever blooming, and that will allow you the little bit of forgiveness there, or you don't have to come in and prune them. Also, we have a question of, when do I prune my flowering trees and shrubs? Trees, not such a problem. You'll get into trees basically the best times when there's no leaves on them. But with your shrubbery, general rule of thumb is, if a plant flowers before Memorial Day, then do not prune it, because you're basically going to prune off all your flowers. If it flowers midsummer to fall, go ahead and prune it now, because they'll develop flowers and you'll have flowers for the season. So general rule of thumb is Memorial Day. Flowers before, don't touch it. Wait till it's done flowering and then go in and prune it back.
This has been part of the Brian Kyle's Landscapes of Distinction How-To series. To learn more, be sure to visit www.briankyles.com, where you'll have access to many resources, as well as our YouTube page, which houses this entire series.